Are you ready to hear Rhett's most embarrassing story ever?
Let's talk about that.
Good morning, Chia Lincoln. Whoop, whoop. It is February 152011. It's happening, people. Good morning, Chia Lincoln.
Well, you know, for the longest time when people used to have these icebreakers, you're in these different situations and people are like, well, a good icebreaker is for people to tell their most embarrassing story. I never really had a good one. The only thing I could come up with was something related to walking into the wrong classroom when I was like a second grader. And I walked into the third grade classroom. I went to the bathroom, Boots Creek Elementary, and then I came back in and I walked in and I got all the way to my desk and I realized, oh, there's somebody in my desk. Oh, he's not in my class. Oh, I'm in the wrong class. You feel like a moron. Everybody's looking at you. But that's not a good story. You know?
But that is potentially devastating for, second grader, you said?
Yeah.
Did that change your life?
Yeah, I ended up, that's when I turned to the dark arts. No, it didn't mess me up at all.
The dark arts.
I got over it.
I've always had this fear of going into the women's restroom. You know,
I can see that.
That's an embarrassing moment when you find yourself in the restroom of the other gender.
And when you go to one of those restaurants where they're trying to be cute and they're using a different name for the men and the women, and you're like, uh-oh. I got to be really sure about this.
Yeah, it's like you said that. Yeah, you got to really think about it. Or if you know, in an emergency situation, you don't have time for that. And that's really bad when you're in an emergency situation in the wrong restroom.
I think if it's an emergency, you just go to the nearest one. I think that's an international rule, is that when you're about to crap your pants or something like that, you go to the nearest bathroom. And if there's a woman in there, you just grab her out of the stall and you just go for it.
I'm crapping my pants in the women's restroom. Dang it.
Okay, but I do have a real embarrassing story. Okay, a few years ago, I don't remember where we were or what we were doing, but we've been good friends for a long time. We've worked together for a very long time, and we've been on many different trips with our families, road trips everywhere where we've had to rent vehicles. Mm-hmm. And so I remember we had rented a van that time. And this was back when you had one kid, and I may have had one, or I don't know. I forget. I lose track of all that. But
I'm pretty sure we were in Kentucky.
Okay, Kentucky. So we had it. It was a place where we had enough. One minivan could fit both families at that time because the families were small. And we had to stop at a gas station to use the bathroom. Probably, I was about to crap my pants, and I had to go use the bathroom. I don't know. Or maybe I just wanted to get some beef jerky.
I have to crap my pants. I'm going in this gas station.
And the women's restroom is closer, so I'm going in that one. So we go into this place, and I do whatever I had to do. And I come back out and see the van. And I go up to the van and begin to open the door. And that's when I realize Blink has locked the door. Oh, he's trying to play some trick on me. You know, I don't know what it was. Or I just thought he's locked the door. He doesn't realize that he's locked the door on me. So I'm pulling on the door. And I'm looking in there. Open the... I can't really see. There's a reflection. Open the door! Open the door! And then slowly, the person in the driver's seat, because I'm trying to get in the passenger seat, comes into focus. And this woman with this... Look on her face like, this guy is going to kill me.
I'm going to crap my pants in your van.
And then
she thought you were going to kill her.
She thought I was trying to carjack her, I guess.
You kept yelling, open the door, open the door.
At first I was just like, open the door. Then I was like, open the door! You know, I was talking to you the way I would talk to you.
And then I slowly
Which is also the way that you would carjack someone.
Yeah,
incidentally.
I slowly see, because I'm watching this. And of course I'm not doing anything because that would spoil a great, most embarrassing story. I see Rhett's head slowly, as he's starting to, the woman comes into focus, I see his head slowly turn a little bit. And then I see our van and me come into focus.
Well, I look down 2 or 3 vans or 2 or 3 cars, and I see, oh, there's the other white van that looks exactly like the van that we have rented.
Oh man, I'm crying a little bit.
And then when I realized that, I was just like, there's nothing you can't explain yourself. It was just like, kind of gave her the wave and went down. She
You backed
probably
away slowly?
thinks he just gave up because I had the doors locked. The carjacker gave up because I had the doors locked. Always have your doors locked. See, kids? Always have your doors locked because the carjacker will try a couple times and then he'll give up. He'll give up, kids. You see how that tall man gave up? He was really upset, but then he gave up because we had the car locked.
She comes into focus, and then you're like, I changed my mind! I don't want to open your door! I'm actually going to go to my van! Not yours!
It wasn't quite like that, but I was embarrassed, and it is my most embarrassing story now. But this happens all the time. This is the problem with the fact that you don't have a completely individualized car.
Right, you see people, you see cars, and you just want to get in them as if you're attacking the person. Is that what you're saying?
Well,
are you trying to justify your actions here?
I'm just saying it can happen to anybody. Has it ever happened to you where you were trying to get into your car, or you walked to a different car and it wasn't your car, it was actually somebody else's car that looked exactly like your car? Or, it's just like being at the airport and picking up a suitcase that is not your suitcase but looks just like your suitcase, and then somebody's like, hey, that's my bag. Hey, that's my bag.
All of a sudden, they're Tony Danza.
Hey, that's my bag guy. Hey, what you doing with my bag?
Sylvester Stallone.
Did you know that's my bag?
Or just a pizza maker. I'm making a pizza with this bag, and you cannot take from my pizza bag. It has the pizza dough inside.
The dough is all inside of there. I got to get it and toss it up and make it a pizza.
I take it in a suitcase, and I go, whoa, the suitcase, it's stiff.
You see this little compartment right here? That's a pepperoni in there. And I got a sausage in there.
But I like meeting someone on the road who drives your same vehicle. You have a more unique vehicle, so maybe this is more applicable for you. But
yeah, this happens all the time.
That's a good thing. Isn't there like a sense of camaraderie because you got this little black Scion?
I drive the little Scion XB. Very distinct, very weird looking, odd looking car.
Stupid, really.
Stupid if you want to be truthful about it. And I'll pull up to a light and I'll see a guy or a girl and they'll be driving this exact same car. And you just kind of look at them and you're like, it's the whole, we got the same car nod.
But it's a good thing. It's like we're on the same team, right?
Team Scion XB, Black Scion XB. It's
not like going into like a class when you're younger and someone else has the same outfit on as you. Or even now, if I'm walking through the...
Because that's just awkward.
If I walk through the mall or if I go to a party. Oh, that's really bad. You go to a party and somebody's wearing the same T-shirt. Oh, I thought this T-shirt was really clever until John was also wearing it.
Yeah, there's no nod for that. There's no like... Hey, we got the same shirt on. It's like, we have the same shirt on. You either have to leave or I have to leave. But when it's the car, it's just like, hey, you want to drive somewhere together? Hold on, let's get into a single file line. Or better yet, let's each get into the different lanes and drive next to each other.
I remember when I was in...
You got the same car.
When I was in high school, my 1987 red Nissan pickup. That was my first car.
Yeah.
In high school, John Spivey. You remember this guy?
Oh, yeah.
He was actually like somehow my third cousin removed. He had the same truck that I had, but he did not sense camaraderie. One day he came up to me in the parking lot and he was like, let's race. Like, seriously. And I was like, no. I was like, I don't want to race this dude. He's crazy.
On foot or in the cars?
In the cars. He was like, well, we have the same truck. So it all comes down to drivers, I guess he was thinking. Oh, let's check in with Chia Lincoln, shall we?
Well, he's he's kind of hanging in this state of near death.
Right. He doesn't want to let go yet, which is fine.
Hang on. As long as he hangs on, we'll keep bringing him along.
You, too, should hang on. See you tomorrow.